Hello and welcome to our final Yin practice together. Today's practice is all about reflection and renewal, honoring the journey you've been on during this retreat and sealing the work you've done both physically and mentally. Today we're going to be moving into forward folds and stretching the hamstrings. So this practice will just encourage a deep sense of release and letting go while also creating space for new energy and intentions. Let's start in a seated position so we can take a moment to connect with our breath and set an intention for this final practice. Start by sitting comfortably, closing your eyes if that's comfortable, and place one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. Take a deep breath in, expanding your chest and your belly and your rib cage, and take a slow, deep breath out. And do this a couple times here. Inhaling deeply, feeling the breath filling you. Exhaling, and just feeling a melting into the posture. Let's add a 3 count to the breath. We'll go for 3 rounds. Take an exhale out the nose to prepare. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. And then just let the breath be. Maybe you use your breath as an anchor, keeping you in this space, reminding you that you're exactly where you need to be. And as we move into today's practice, I just invite you to set a personal intention. This can be a word, a feeling, or a quality that you want to carry with you today here in this practice. Maybe it's something that resonates deeply with you, something you'd like to nurture in your daily life. What is your focus for this Yin Yoga session? And we'll move into our first pose, carrying the energy of your breath and your intention with you throughout the practice. Let's begin with caterpillar pose, a forward fold that opens the hamstrings and encourages deep reflection. Extend your legs straight out in front of you, feet relaxed, and slowly fold forward over your legs. Let your back round naturally and soften your belly. You might have your hands rest on your shins, your feet, blocks, a bolster. Whatever you feel like you can sustain for a long period of time. We'll be here for several minutes. And as you settle into the pose, bring your awareness to your breath. Inhale deeply, creating space in the back of your body. Exhale, and let gravity gently pull you deeper into the fold. Remember, there's no need to push or force yourself. Simply let your body be heavy and allow the stretch to unfold naturally. This pose invites you to turn inward, creating a quiet moment of reflection. Feel your hamstrings lengthen with each inhale, And with each exhale, can you release any engagement in your muscles? Softening your back, your neck, your legs. And in Yin Yoga, forward folds are the internal poses, meaning we're going into ourselves. If we're lying on our backs or we're in a back bend, we're opening our heart, we're exposing ourselves. Yet here in this forward fold, we're turning into ourselves. So this is such a beautiful opportunity for introspection. How are you feeling emotionally, physically, mentally? What's showing up for you? And in Yin Yoga, it really encourages us to be the observer of our experience. So when things arise, instead of becoming that thought or that emotion, can you watch it and observe it from a conscious point of view? As always with Yin, we go quiet so we can be introspective. So I'll let you know when we're coming out of this one. To release, slowly rise up, stacking your spine one vertebrae at a time until you're seated tall. Place both hands on the heart. Inhale, gently lift your chin all the way up to the ceiling. And just pause. A couple breaths here. Alright, next we'll move into half butterfly, so we can target one hamstring at a time. Extend your right leg straight out in front of you and bring the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold over your right leg, letting your arms rest wherever feels natural. It might feel nice to have blocks underneath your hands, a bolster on top of your thigh with blocks on top to fold. See if you can move away from grasping or gripping your hands against your thighs or your body, but instead just let your arms take on this relaxed shape. I always like to say, imagine that there's potato chips in your hands, so you're not trying to crush the chips, but they're just resting there softly. As you fold, can you breathe deeply and send all your awareness into the back of your right leg? On every inhale, we're trying to really create space so that on the exhales, we can soften deeper into the stretch. Forward folds aren't just about the physical release, but also about letting go emotionally, tension, stress, or anything that just no longer serves you. Aside from stretching the hamstrings, we're also targeting the lower back, and we're also targeting the ligaments along the back of the spine. And if at any point in this posture, if the hamstring protests, bend the straight knee and support the thigh with a blanket or a block. And if the bent knee complains, place some support under that thigh or move that foot away from the groin. Remember, this is your practice. Yin Yoga doesn't care about the aesthetics. It cares about how you feel. So as long as you feel you're getting a stretch in the hamstrings, the lower back, the ligaments along the back of the spine, you modify and adjust so that you can reach that target area. I'll let you know when we're coming out of this one. Take one more breath here. And on your exhale, gently rise back to center. And then we'll take a mini Savasana. So go ahead and bring both soles of the feet on the mat. Walk the hands down the back of the thighs. And then come onto your back and make this star shape. Arms out long, legs out long. Mini Savasana. After those forward folds, it's definitely encouraged to just take some rest. After putting all that stress on your body as well too, your ligaments and your joints, it's important to also honor the rest after all of that. Alright, let's take it to the other side. So go ahead and bring both knees into the chest, roll over to your favorite side, and we'll take half butterfly on the other side. So this time you're going to extend your left leg out long, bring the right foot in line with the inner thigh. Allow yourself to fold forward with the same awareness, inviting both reflection and release as you stretch. I'll go quiet on this one. You know the target areas. You know the connection to breath. You know your intention. So let the silence be a reflection of all of that. Take one more deep breath in, and on your exhale, gently rise back to center. And then from here, we're going to make a transition into a really lazy down dog. So you can move the knees to the side, come up into a tabletop, and then start to lift your hips up to the ceiling. Big bend in the knees here. Only for a transition, as we're going to move into dangling pose. So start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Separate your feet hip width distance apart or wider if you need, with a soft bend in your knees. And keep this forward fold. So let your arms dangle towards the floor, or you can grab opposite elbows for a deeper release. If you feel like you need some support here, you can always place a bolster in between your chest and your thighs, blocks in between the chest and the thighs, or you can have a bolster underneath your forehead, blocks underneath your hands. This is a gentle stretch for the lower spine as it loosens the hamstrings and warms up the quads. We're also compressing the stomach and internal organs. And you even build strength in the diaphragm because you're providing a massage for the abdominal organs. So now that we've been in the pose for a couple of breaths, what do you need? If you're feeling like your back needs support, bend your knees. And you can even rest your elbows against a table or a chair if the back feels strained. Feel the weight of your head pulling you deeper into the pose, allowing your spine to decompress. And as you breathe, imagine gently letting go of anything you're holding on to, tension, stress, or even thoughts that feel heavy. It's almost like there's a door in your mind, and anything that's no longer needed just falls out of that door. All right, let's find our way back into a downward facing dog. Start to walk the hands forward, and then we'll come into our final pose, child's pose. So allow the knees to go as wide as the mat, big toes touching. Start to lower your forehead down onto a block, bolster the floor. If you have a bolster, you can always place it in between your thighs for support. If you have blocks, you can place them underneath the head or the hands. In Yin Yoga, we don't want to go all out. We don't want to push ourselves to go past our limits. So find a posture of child's pose that feels right for you. So right now in child's pose, we're gently stretching the spine. Also a nice little compression of the stomach and the chest. So this is benefiting our organs of digestion. And on an emotional level, this pose has been related to feeling a sense of soothing, as well as relieving back and neck pain when the head's supported. And just let yourself breathe. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, but just being and breathing. Here for 3 more breaths. So we'll start to make our way out of that one. And as we come to the end of our practice option, you can either end it in Savasana or a seated meditation. And we'll be here for another minute or so. So soften your face wherever you're at, soften your eyes, and just breathe. Breathe deeply. We'll say the loving kindness mantra together one last time. So feel free to join in, or you can just listen. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. And may all beings everywhere be happy, healthy, and live with ease. Bring one hand to the heart. Gently bow in towards yourself. Thank you so much for taking time for you. This 3-day retreat has been all about you. I know we have 2 more sessions, the afternoon and the evening, but this is our last session of yoga. Peace.